Welcome back, everybody. This is Gabrielle, and I'm from Budlong Avenue Productions, giving you my review on Drag Race Season 18, Episode 6, Part 2 of the talent show. I'm going to say off the top, loved Jane and Mickey's performance. Um, Myki was giving car wash realness with her runway, but again, it's so whimsical. And the minute I saw Mikey's face, I knew she was gonna eat. And Jane, like, girl, at this point, they might as well just FedEx you the damn crown and scepter. I thought Kenya had a beautiful runway, but baby, how do you not know the words to your own song, diva? Like, what's going on? And you know what? It doesn't mean that Kenya is bad drag queen. It just means she needs some more time to bake. Completely gobsmacked that Kenya, Discord, and Vita were not on the bottom. I get it. Rate a Queen is a way for us to track the alliances, who's effing with who does, who supports who. But I don't. F an alliance is how I feel. Like I totally, sympathize with Jane Don't, who got her top placement without an alliance. But that lack of alliance also hurt Myki because despite the fact that she had one of the best talent show entries in the entire episode and over the course of the two episodes, she found herself on the bottom because she couldn't get any social support. And I get it, that's how humans work, but I think that's BS. I really do. Maybe I'm sensitive because I have to do everything by myself, and it's a little triggering to know that someone could be knocked out or set aside because they're not with the right people bothers me. Like, does not resilience and intelligence and grit and talent, does that not count for anything anymore? How was Myki? I don't understand how she was on the bottom. With Sierra, I think Sierra, someone clocked it during Meet the Queens that Sierra was going to be a queen that Drag Race didn't know what to do with, and that seems like this episode was definitely a manifestation of that because I think that she is talented, but just again, like RuPaul's Drag Race is a show about marketing. That's all it is. They want to know if they can make money off you. And if they think they can't or it's going to be hard to market you, they're not going to invest in much time. So, my advice for anyone that's going on competition reality shows, do not have this attitude that you're going to be picked by the elite and they're going to make your life better. You need to have three plans: a worst case scenario, a neutral scenario, and a dream scenario. The worst case scenario is that if you never get booked, these people never call you again. How are you going to feed yourself? How are you going to feed your art? And keep that going because remember you were a working queen before these people even knew who you are, so don't let them take that away from you. Neutral is just, hey, you might have to do some local gigs, you get to travel a little bit, you get some endorsements, but it's not balling. Okay, so you need a plan to manage that level of work that you are going to be embarking on. And then the dream scenario is hell. It's Bob the drag queen. It's Monet. It's Trixie Mattel. It's total fame. You also need to be mentally prepared for that because that is no joke either. So that's my advice. So you need a plan. Like you need to market. You need to have a plan to market yourself, and do not give that responsibility to the producers, the network, or the sponsors. You will be disappointed every time. You can do this. I live for Darlene. I absolutely love Darlene Mitchell. I love my bedroom queen. I'm sorry, y'all. Whatever she was doing in that bedroom when she was sober, it worked because she is turning it every single week, and I'm very proud of her. I thought she had a very out of the box and cohesive runway. I really loved the shoulder piece. You know, she had that like bright red orange with the red backdrop. Um, No tea, no shade to Miss Athena. I have nothing against you, girl, but I do not fuck with the fact that you were on top. I thought that was a very safe performance. Um, I think that's why it's important for people to not have this image of themselves as the grand dame because that edit will tell on you every time. I think that production needs to intervene to block mid to low performances from being on the top. Maybe I missed it, but I feel like there was no justification for Vita and Discord and Kenya to not be on the bottom. Like there was just no, I didn't see any justification for Myki being on the bottom. It's weird. It's rigor mortis. I don't like it. Okay, so while I do agree with Bussy Queen, I thought that Athena's Placement, top placement was very suspicious. She definitely did her thing on that lip sync, so congratulations. You deserve that win, Miss Athena. And the message of this episode is that playing the game is the only thing that matters. Your talent doesn't matter, your point of view doesn't matter. We have to understand that the drag race of season 1 is not the drag race of season 18. The government's involved, multiple corporate interests are involved, and hell, they make it difficult for us to even stream the freaking show. So it's just, it belongs to the capitalists now, and we have to rely on ourselves to nurture talent because these corporations are not going to. I got to give it to Miss Vita. She's quite the mastermind. She's very persuasive. She convinced two other people to give Myki a bottom placement. And those two queens, I believe, were, I don't remember. I think one of them was Darlene and another one, I don't remember, but she had two queens. So three queens total voted for Myki to be on the bottom, and that's why she was there. Britney Spears, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Every time these hoes get to twirling on your song, they disappoint. No offense to either woman that, lip sync, but I don't feel the energy. I don't feel the power. The only time that Britney Spears has been done a service was when season 11, when Mercedes Iman and Coco Montrese's daughter were lip syncing to Work Bitch. That was a great lip sync. That was some power. That's all I got. That's my opinion. I hope you guys are doing well, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.